Hey friends, I had said that I would do a video talking about my stroke, specifically what happened on March 13th, 2011. It was an ordinary day. I was going to be going to my daughter's baby shower, and the only thing unusual that occurred in the morning was that I did vomit one time with no real reason, just felt suddenly nauseous. And then after that, the feeling was gone. And so I just decided it was probably something I ate the night before. And so we went on to the baby shower. When I reached the baby shower, everything was fine. My other grandchildren were there. I was holding my old middle grandchild in my arms, and I set him down. And when I did and lifted my head back up, I felt very dizzy, and I was very concerned about this because I thought maybe I was getting sick and that maybe my blood sugar was low because I hadn't had anything to eat. So I asked somebody to get me something to eat and something to drink, something sugary to drink. So we took care of that. And I'm right-handed, so I was using everything with my right hand. And I didn't notice yet that I had no feeling on my left side. Absolutely none. Right straight down the middle. Straight down my whole body. No feeling whatsoever. The way that I found out was that I spilled some of my drink, and I went to grab a napkin that was tied up real cute for the baby shower, and I was unable to open it, and I thought that was very peculiar, but I couldn't get a grasp on it. And then I just started feeling more and more unusual. And so a number of people gathered around me, which I felt awful because it was my daughter's baby shower, and I didn't want to be the center of attention. So I noticed that my daughter's paternal grandmother was behind me, kind of stroking my hair and asking me if I was okay. And my mother was in front of me, and she was admiring my rings. And that's when I realized that I couldn't feel her. I could see that her hand was touching my hand, but I couldn't feel that she was touching my hand. So this was a real problem, and we decided that I needed to go to the hospital. As luck would have it, or so I thought, a nationally recognized stroke center was located less than 20 minutes away, and I knew that it would be easier to just get there by car than to call the rescue squad. So we headed immediately to the hospital, which I won't name, and when we got there, I was immediately taken in because my niece let them know that we thought I was having a stroke. At this point, I was feeling much more weak and very confused, and my voice had started to change, and there was some drooping of my face. When I got taken into a room, they did a quick assessment, the usual stroke assessment, and presumably I passed because they stopped checking me out for stroke. I kept saying to them, I can't feel that you're touching me. Yes, I can grip your hand. Yes, I can push with my feet, but I can't feel that I'm doing any of it. Don't you understand? Won't somebody please listen to me? And I was dismissed. I was diagnosed with gastroenteritis, given 2 liters of fluids, and a woman came in that was in premature labor. And so they said to me, well, you probably want to get out of here before the excitement really starts. So do you have any questions? And I said, yeah, I'm kind of concerned about why I still can't feel anything on my left side. And they said, oh, that's normal when you have this type of problem. It's the dehydration. And so the normal me, the me that would be with any one of my friends and say, hey, wait a minute, this doesn't sound right at all. Well, she didn't show up to that event because she was having a stroke. So I got sent home, told to drink clear liquids. So we got some ginger ale. We're on the way home. I got to my house. I walked through a huge mud puddle, went into my house, and was trying to take off my shoes. I say trying because one of my shoes wasn't even on. I had walked through that mud puddle and lost my shoe in the mud puddle, and I was totally drenched. Now, this was March. The water was freezing, and I didn't feel a thing. My daughter said to me, "Mom, you can't take your shoe off because you don't have it on." So I just, silly me, decided that, okay, this is part of the stomach bug that I have and I'll be fine. And so I went to bed. Things got progressively worse overnight. I stumbled at every trip to the bathroom. I couldn't wash my hands without like such an odd sensation. It was just really weird and I couldn't explain any of it. I woke up in the morning with an excruciating headache. My voice was strange. I called my husband and I said, "Look, I am 10 times worse. Please call my family doctor. Maybe they can do something for me." Called the family doctor. They called back to talk to me. The first question out of my nurse's mouth was, "Did you just wake up?" And I said, "No, it's been a few minutes." And she said, "Something's really wrong with your voice. We're going to need you to go to the emergency room," and not the emergency room that you went to last night. Can't believe they didn't do any imaging and they sent you home. So I went to another emergency room. They took me right in. They said, 2 possibilities, meningitis or stroke. I can either give you a lumbar puncture or we can give you an MRI. I said, "MRI, thank you very much." It was hours, 10 minutes before I went in for the MRI, but it was hours before they came back. And I knew when the doctor came in, he just said, "There's a little something going on in your brain, and it's a little more than we can take care of this hospital. You've had several strokes. One looks to be subacute, and the others appear to have occurred within the last 12 hours or so. So we're going to send you off to a major medical center and where they can take care of you better." I was devastated. When they said stroke, I just thought, oh my God, am I not going to be able to see my grandson be born in May? It was just horrific for me. And I just thought, I have a project due at work. I can't miss work. I have to be there, and it was awful. And so, off I went to the major medical center and they did a zillion tests. I'm sure a lot of you have had the same tests, the bubble test and the transesophageal echocardiogram and the swallow test. They were absolutely amazing there. The ICU was tremendous. I did get to step down after 4 days, and they did let me go home on day 5 because I learned how to inject myself Lovenox. They attributed it to birth control pills that I had just started 2 weeks prior that I was taking for excessive bleeding. So I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to get into my recovery and the pain syndrome that I have in my next video. So I hope you'll stand by for that. I also am wondering if anybody's interested in videos about adaptive products. Now, I have use of my left hand, but I have sensory issues with my left hand. So I have to adapt myself. I can't sense temperature with my left hand, so curling irons can be a problem. So I was just wondering if anybody was interested in maybe the tools and devices that I use. Also, if anybody's interested in my makeup look, I can certainly let you know how I achieved that. And so I really look forward to talking to you all soon, and we'll talk about my recovery and where I'm at now in my next video. So I'm really hoping to be able to bring a variety of things to this channel. I'm hoping to be able to get some products that are specifically designed for younger stroke survivors, stuff that we have to worry about that somebody older may not have to deal with. And so please give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And leave me your comments below and let me know what you think. And I'm very new to this, so there won't be any editing probably. I'm trying to add music and logos and all of that stuff. So with time, I'll get that. All right, thanks.